Welcome. I'm just doing quick analysis before the week starts, and the markets are closed right now. They are going to open tonight. I'm just doing these analyses. I haven't done them before. Just started doing them now, so I have an idea what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and next week I could, or maybe the next day I could go back and look into. Okay, I was thinking it's going to go bullish, bearish, but it went the other way, so I could learn from it. Right now, the chart that we have open is GJ. We on the daily, but we're gonna start off with the monthly to see what is going on. Okay, so the monthly, what is monthly telling us? So previous months, so we got June, July, August, they were bullish. Now September is bearish and is very bearish right now. We can see the next area where we could have some trouble is coming down here, 132.88. So that's the area where we could have some trouble, but it is still very far away. 130 to like you know um, more than 100 pips away. So right now let's go on to weekly and see what is going on. Okay, so what is weekly telling us? Weekly is obviously bearish as well. We got spot over here, which we can draw out on our weekly time frame. Look at this. So we got spot over here, and now we got resistance over here. So this is a very strong area because we've had spot that has turned into resistance, and now we are bearish. So we have to see where could the price go next. Okay, so on weekly, this looks like one of the areas where we could have some issues right over here, and the prices here as well. So I'm not sure what is going to happen with the prices. Are going to bounce off, or what is going to happen, because we got resistance here, we got resistance here, it broke it, it's gone back up, and now it's back at this area. Is it going to break it? It's going to, so is resistance over here, is it going to turn into support, or is it going to go back down and retest the resistance and keep going down? We don't know what is going to happen. So now let's look at the daily. What is daily telling us? So the higher time frames, they are telling us what is the overall trend is, and we will establish that it's bearish, it's going downwards. Now we just have to establish, okay, where the next resistance is, where the next support is, where we could have some issues. Okay, so now looking at daily, look at this. Okay, so we've had quite a few touches over here, resistance. Okay, now look, resistance, it came here, tested it, it went down, created support, went up, and now this resistance has turned to support. So this is a very strong and very important area to look at to see what the price is going to do, what reactions are going to happen over here. The weekly support resistance that I've drawn, let's just move it down here daily. We could also have some trouble over here. Maybe I'll come back here, create support, test the resistance and go back down. That's one thing that could happen. But let's look at the 4 hour one. Let's see what is going on there. Okay, so the 4 hour, which is this um, Friday, um, Friday area, it's been just consolidating, and the next area where it could go to is this low that we created. So the price has created, price moves down, comes back up a little bit, goes down again. So it goes in waves. What we've done over here, we've created a low, price went back up, did not break the high that was created recently, and just created resistance here, and now it's going back. So potentially it could test this low over here, maybe create support, go back up, or go all the way down, keep going down. So now we have to see on the left where the price could potentially go. um, so it's looking to the left, there is a lot of consolidation. Price has just left consolidation range, and now we got a range to the left here. So there could be a lot of trouble around this area. Price coming down here, maybe Monday or through our Asian, we are just consolidating, but then later on, price could potentially go up. And on 4 hour, this is our resistance that we got. So realistically, price is just gonna have to break above this area for us to have some buys up till 138, 138.00, 138.10, around that area. Let's just draw this on the 4 hour, but let's just move down to 1 hour to see, okay, what is 1 hour telling us. Again, 1 hour resistance, 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 or just tap, 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 and now it's broken out. But let's see what happens. Again, our the zones that I've drawn, they are still playing through. I will I will just have to draw them again. This is a very important area, so I'm just gonna have to over here. So this is very important. So what was it? Daily art and sport. Okay, this is what it is. Resistance turned into support, and now let's see how price reacts over here. Okay, so we got the 1 hour over here. That's what we are looking at. Okay, where could the price go next? It could potentially go to retest this low that we created. Well, the price created, and no, maybe this no. All this area is consolidation, so I'm just you know we have to break this high for good buys, good solid buys to get out of this range, this area that we have to break. Um, this area. Let me just make this bigger. Yeah, this area that we're gonna have to break. Or if we break below this, let's see what's 1 hour saying to the left. Okay, so the price is here. It needs to break this. That's true. The next area that we could come down to is this potential area there. Okay, we're back in business now. Okay, so this resistance there is not enough. Sorry, this for here, not enough. Just like 20 pip range. That's not enough. So potentially, what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm not gonna trade Asian, but if you're gonna be trading Asian, if we break below this area cleanly, we could potentially fill this. We call this area over here. We got clean traffic, no issue, nothing like that. We can easily fill this area. If not for buys, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to wait for this area to break because I'm being very conservative about my losses this week. I'm just gonna take it very easy. So for buys, I'm just gonna have to wait for it to break above here. Maybe create support around here and then go up. So basically, we're looking for like price to come up, create support around this area, and then shoot up. That's what I'm looking for in this area. So what do we? Oh my days, what is going on? Let me just delete this. So this is the area that I wouldn't want to trade in. We could look for sells around this area once we get break of this 40 pips. So we can easily take 25 to maybe 20 to 25 pips, and then after that, once it breaks this area, then we got 22 pips. That's not too bad, but I would have to wait for this area to break to go for further sells after this. So these are my analysis. Not on any trend lines or anything like that, which I normally do. But let's see what happens. I got my normal analysis like done on here. It's quite messy because I do keep a lot of notes as well. I don't like deleting anything. Oh yeah.